Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Scoreboard. I'm your host, Brett Ferraro, and we have a great show for you today. On Monday, Eagle Valley and Battle Mountain faced off in basketball for both the boys and girls teams. We got to speak with some of the members of these teams about how they felt about that game. Then, the Eagle Valley speech and debate team won their state championship title. It is very exciting news, so we got to have a chance to speak with them. But stay tuned. We'll be talking with girls basketball right after this. There was an extremely good game on Monday between Battle Mountain and Eagle Valley girls basketball teams. Early on, Eagle Valley pulled ahead, but in the second half, Battle Mountain was able to bring it back close. The Eagle Valley Devils, however, were an extremely disciplined team, winning the game 43-36. We were able to speak with both teams after the game and talk to them about how they felt they played. Let's take a listen. Hello everyone, we are here at the Battle Mountain High School where Battle Mountain and Eagle Valley just played each other. I'm joined by two of the athletes for the Battle Mountain team. Do you guys mind introducing yourselves, saying your name and what grade you're in?
Yeah, I'm Elle Glendenning and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Anna Glass and I'm a junior.
Very cool, and how long have each of you been playing basketball for over your entire life?
Since like 6th grade.
As long as I can remember.
What sort of got you into playing basketball in the first place?
I needed a sport to do in the winter because my soccer's my main sport, but I really enjoy basketball too, and I was like, middle school, let's join.
Yeah, why not?
My dad played it in high school. He had fun. I don't know. I've always been active, so that was just like another.
Yeah.
It was another thing.
For sure, it's a great game. You guys had a very solid game today. You guys played Eagle Valley earlier in the year, and it was maybe a bit more of a rough game. What was different between the last time you played Eagle Valley and tonight?
I would say just like the effort and the intensity. We all like put everything we had on the court, and we were running, sprinting our heads off, diving for balls, and doing whatever we possibly could.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely the attitude and the effort was much improved this time. I feel like there was more cohesive work. I feel like, if that makes sense, we worked together better this time around, and it paid off.
How much do you think the home court helped you out in today's game?
I don't know. I just like having like when everybody's cheering for you and not against you, and when you do something good, they're like, yes! It just like pumps you up. And you're like, yes.
For sure. Yeah, definitely seemed great tonight. You guys had an extremely close comeback. Got the game within 3 points in the fourth quarter. Has sort of mental resilience and being able to make comebacks something that your coaches are trying to teach you over the entire season?
Yeah, definitely, because like we've been working on not giving up and giving full effort the entire game.
Well, you definitely showed that tonight. You guys pushed through all the way to the end and really gave Eagle Valley a run for their money. Looking forward into the future, what sort of lessons have you learned from this game that you're going to try and help out with the rest of the season?
Just like to never give up and give it all on the court, leave it all on the court.
For sure.
I feel like a lot of the like teamwork aspect again, like working for each other, I think happened a lot this game, and I think if we continue that forward, it will do good things.
Awesome. Well, ladies, thank you so much for speaking with me today. You guys played great tonight, and I can't wait to see how the rest of your season goes.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, we are here at the Battle Mountain High School where Eagle Valley and Battle Mountain just played in basketball. I'm joined by two of the Eagle Valley athletes, someone we may have seen before. CJ, do you just mind introducing yourself again for the millionth time, saying your name and what grade you're in?
Yes, of course. I'm Cassandra, or CJ Yersak, and I'm a senior this year.
Yeah, and what's your name and what grade are you in?
I'm Zakaya Sharif, and I am a 11th grader? No, 10th, sophomore. Sorry.
That's very exciting. Big game today against Battle Mountain. Super exciting. Were you guys a little surprised with the energy that Battle Mountain brought out tonight?
I think we were a little on our heels at the beginning, but we were prepared coming in that this was going to be a tough battle.
For sure, it was definitely a tough battle. You guys were able to hold and maintain, or create and maintain a lead throughout the entire game. What sort of things were you guys doing in practice before to help prepare yourself for this game?
We would watch film, which was a big thing, and then we would like practice together, and we would come up with ideas to just go against them, kind of.
Yeah. Make some plays, perhaps.
looking at the footage, was there anything in particular that Battle Mountain was pulling out that you guys were trying to defend against?
We had made a couple changes to our defense, but it's all the same principles that we've practiced the whole season. It was a little bit of adjustments for their screens and that kind of stuff, and just switching. Yeah.
What do you think was the strongest part of your game today?
I'd say our press. Our press was pretty good. And, I mean, they did amazing against our press, and that was kind of tricky before, but, I mean, it was our strongest thing.
Oh, for sure. The press seemed to work out pretty well for you guys, especially in the first half, although I think they might have figured it out a little bit near the second half. Sort of looking forward into your next games, what sort of lessons have you learned from this game that you're going to try and pull into your next couple of games?
I'd say communication, because, like, I mean, that's what creates a team. And I feel like the energy that we pull together, I mean, it gets us better.
Oh, for sure. Anything to add?
I would agree, and really pushing our defense, because our defense is one of the strongest points of our game. It feeds our offense. That is what we're doing. So.
Oh, for sure. I think it was the second quarter. You kept Battle Mountain to just 2 points the entire quarter, but the game really started to open up after the second half. What sort of do you think caused this change of pace going in to the second half?
I think a lot of times we come out and we struggle a little bit in the third quarter. It's a little bit hard to keep our energy transferring over, but we've been working on that, and this was one of the games that we were trying to really push through.
For sure. Anything to add?
No, I don't think so.
That is fair. Now, you guys are still being very dominant in your division. What's the next game you're most looking forward to playing?
For sure, Glenwood on Thursday at home.
That one's going to be a really good one. I'm definitely going to be there, so I'll hopefully see you guys there, and it'll be a great game. As you're looking sort of more, even further along towards the division tournament sort of thing. You guys have a tournament? The state tournament, yeah. How are you guys feeling as that is starting to approach rapidly?
I'd say, for me, I'm a little nervous because I've never been on a varsity team before. I mean, I was at last year at the end, but like right now I feel like we're at a good start and that we push ourselves to be better. And I feel like where we're at right now with our energy, communication, and a little bit more, we could do great.
Anything there?
Definitely. Last year, we were a couple games deeper into the season, and we had just hit 8 wins, and we just got our 8th tonight. So we're a little bit ahead of where we were last season, and we're really pushing to make playoffs. So.
Oh, for sure. Well, it looks like you guys are going to have a good run this year. You guys are looking like a really solid team out there, so I have no doubt you guys are going to make it pretty far in that tournament. But, ladies, thank you so much for speaking with me today, and great game today.
Thank you.
We have to take a quick break. When we come back, we're talking about boys basketball, so stay tuned. It was a pretty solid game Monday night between Eagle Valley and Battle Mountain, and everything was pretty even going into the half. However, the second half started and Eagle Valley was just able to outpace an extremely tired Huskies team. We were able to speak with the Eagle Valley players about how they felt they played. Let's take a listen.
We are here on the scoreboard with Gunther, one of the players in the Battle Mountain varsity basketball team. Just finished a game against your big rivals, Eagle Valley. You guys did pretty well.
Yeah.
How do you feel you played?
I mean, we played great. We won by 43, so it always feels good. And individually, I guess I played pretty well, so I'd take it.
So, up until halftime, you guys were pretty much neck and neck, like one basket for the other. What do you think made that difference moving past halftime?
We just got a little bit more focused on defense, and then quick change at halftime was boxing out. They got a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half, so that was a big change we made.
Gotcha. So, in your practices, how much do you guys focus on your conditioning? Seemed to me like that was really what made the difference today, was Battle Mountain just didn't have the gas.
Yeah, I mean, we put a lot of work in the off season, and then definitely in the beginning of the season we run a lot and get in condition. Towards the end of the season, we take it easy a little bit just to prepare our bodies for the next games because it gets to be long.
Totally makes sense. So conserving that energy, you guys had a game over the weekend, right?
Yeah, I think our last game was last Saturday.
Who'd you guys play?
I don't even know. I just moved on to the next game.
No worries, man. Leaving it in the past. No big deal. So, thinking about the next game then, who are you guys playing moving forward?
We got Glenwood on Thursday.
Another big local rival.
Yep.
So what are you guys preparing for the Glenwood game?
Mainly just focusing on one game ahead. 1-0 is what we call it. We just look through the game ahead and just know we got to win it.
Is there anything in particular with the Glenwood team that you guys are working on?
Nothing in particular, just our main stuff, and I think a big thing will be they have a lot of good ball handlers, so we're going to have to have some good one-on-one defense.
Gotcha. So when you guys are playing one-on-one defense, what's something that you really think of?
Push steps, so you can't shuffle, you got to push with one foot onto the other, just so you're quick and don't waste any movement.
Gotcha. So when you're thinking about positioning against an opponent, what's something that you're really looking for with your opponent's body language?
You mainly just look at their waist, obviously ball handlers, they try to get you with the dribble between their legs, behind the back, crossover, so good thing to do is just look at their waist, and because that's not moving.
Well, fantastic, Gunther. So remind me again, I know we've talked to you before, but what year are you?
I'm a senior.
Senior?
Yeah.
So moving forward beyond, high school, moving into college, what are your goals for basketball?
Not much. I'm actually going to golf in college next year, so.
Oh, awesome.
Basketball is just for high school, and so, yeah.
Tell me about golf in college.
I'm going to play at a 2-year college in Nebraska, so that should be pretty fun.
Awesome. Do you already have plans on what you're going to study? Are you going to study golf management?
No, I'm just, my plan is just to get generals done, and then my goal is something in the medical field.
Well, awesome. Fantastic. Well, Gunther, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. I won't keep you from the bus any longer.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Once again, we are here on the scoreboard with Max of the Eagle Valley varsity basketball team. Just got off against a big game against Battle Mountain in their home arena. Guys had a great win. What do you think made the difference there?
Just the environment. It's different playing here. It's fun playing here. It's Battle Mountain. You always want to beat them in any sport you play. And it was just fun. We came in here tonight wanting to win, and we won by a lot, so it was good.
Yeah, it seemed like you guys were really neck and neck coming into halftime. What do you guys think made the difference? You guys seem to have that extra gear that Battle Mountain just didn't have.
After the first half, the Battle Mountain was getting a lot of rebounds, and offensive rebounds, and they were just putting them back up, so that's where they got all their points from. Most of their points from, but after half we boxed out more and took control of that, and they scored not as much in the second half. So
really shifting more into a little bit more of a defensive focus there. What do you guys think that you did in practice this week preparing for the game that made the difference?
We play like 3-on-4 closeouts, so we got 4 people on offense, 3 people on defense, and it's like you have to sprint and you got to move and you got to rotate, and that helps us in the game way more than you think you would. Like, you think it's just practice, but doing that and then coming here is like, it's easy doing it here.
So that little bit of a practice, not just does it improve your defensive capabilities, but it sounds like there's a lot of cardio involved.
Yeah.
And it seemed to me like that made a big part of the difference in that second half.
Yeah.
You guys had a lot more gas in the tank.
Yeah.
Is that something that you guys really focus on in your practices?
No, not really. It's just that's our offense is just sprint. Like, our offense is just sprint, go, score, and after the whole season, you gain more endurance throughout that, and I feel like we're a pretty fast team because of it. So.
Yeah, certainly seemed like that was the case today.
Yeah.
So moving forward, you guys are playing against Glenwood coming up.
Glenwood on Thursday.
So what are you going to be working on in your practice in the next couple of days leading up to that game?
Defense for sure, because we shoot really well at home, so we just got to focus on defense and their offense and how to guard it.
So is there anything that the coach tells you guys during your half times or during your practices to really kind of help you stay in that competitive mindset, stay focused on both your defense without forgetting about that offense?
I feel like our team's pretty motivated, and our coach tells us what we got to do, and we fix it as quick as we can, and we come out here because we want to win. Like, everybody that's on our team that's playing wants to win, so that's what's good, having that kind of motivation to just fix it and do it. So.
Drive certainly seems like it's there for the whole team. What about yourself? What really drives you? Where is that internal competitiveness coming from?
I don't know, just the game, I guess. Ever since I was young, I've always wanted to do my best, and it's just never settle for less, I guess. You just always go. So.
Well, perfect. Just playing for the love of the game and the love of winning.
Yep.
So moving forward beyond the basketball season, what's up next for you?
I want to be a pilot. So.
Pilot.
Yep.
Awesome. So what are your plans? Are you going to try and take flight lessons?
I'm going to stay a year and work at a really good job that I got at the airport right now, and then that I'm going to get. I should rephrase that. Going to get, and then once I finish school, and then stay a year, work, and then after that go get my pilot's license, and then I want to be a private pilot and not a commercial. So.
That totally makes sense to me. Always seemed like that was a little bit more of the cushy gig.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Max, I won't keep you any longer. Thank you so much for stopping to talk to us. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you.
Well played today.
Thank you.
The Eagle Valley Speech and Debate Team is your 3A state champions this year with a very decisive win in Niwot. It was an extremely exciting win, and it qualified them to compete in the national qualifiers in just a few weeks. We were able to speak with their captain about this great state win and what they're looking forward to in their national qualifiers. Let's take a listen.
Hello, everyone. I am here at the Eagle Valley High School where I'm talking with some of their members of the speech and debate team. I'm joined by Gavin. Gavin, do you mind introducing yourself to the audience, saying your full name and what grade you're in?
Yeah. I'm Gavin Doan. I'm a senior at Eagle Valley High School.
Oh, that's very cool. And now you guys just participated in a very important competition. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so we just finished up our 3A state championship meet. A bunch of schools from all over the state of Colorado that are 3A size come together and compete in various speech and debate events.
That's very exciting, and you guys did very well at this event. Is that true?
Oh yeah, we as Eagle Valley High School took home the first place trophy in all combined events, and we've had some great personal success as well.
Yeah, for sure. Now, speech and debate, there's a bunch of different sort of events that take place, and you compete in them individually. What sort of events did you participate in?
So I did humorous interpretation, where I take any piece of published literature, like a book, a movie, a script that's already been published, and I perform it for the audience. And I also participated in impromptu speaking over the weekend, where you're given one of 3 topics and must make a 5-minute speech from that. So I enjoy those both greatly.
Yeah, for sure. They both seem extremely interesting. Now, the humorous interpretations, how long of a performance is that usually?
So it's 10 minutes. You got about a 30-second grace period, so you're really trying to make sure you're always on time, because there's a lot of factors outside of your control when you're performing a lot of the time.
For sure. And how do you sort of prepare yourself to do one of these events?
Well, obviously you got to find the right script, and you're trying to figuring out all the voices and positions that you have for all your characters, where your characters are going to be kind of positioned in space, and just in general what you want the audience to take away from your performance. So that's really what I'm thinking about. And then when I go into a round, I'm obviously trying to have as much energy and gusto as possible.
For sure. Now, what sort of script did you use for your humorous interpretation?
Okay, I used a musical script this year. I actually used The Producers by Mel Brooks, and yeah, I had a lot of fun figuring out how I wanted to interpret the story. It was a super fun process.
Oh, I'm sure. Now, how many years have you been participating with the speech and debate team here at Eagle Valley?
This is my 4th year, so I've done it every year I've been in high school.
So what sort of got you wanting to start it in the first place?
It was a complete fluke. I got recommended it offhand by my 8th grade English teacher, and I came into it really thinking I'd be a super good debater. That didn't happen. I quit debate in my first year, but I found something I really enjoyed, and I've stuck with it all the way through.
So you basically specialize in humorous interpretation and sort of impromptu speaking?
Impromptu speaking is a new development, but yeah, I am the interpretation guy on the team.
That's very exciting, so sort of acting out scripts. Now, you guys, by winning your state meet, basically, you get to participate in a much higher competition. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so based on our performance per team policy, we're going to be able to compete in national qualifier competitions. And if you get one of the top 2 spots at the national qualifier meet, you go to the nationals in Arizona, which is a super big deal.
For sure. Now, when is these national qualifiers?
So there's 2 national qualifiers. There's national qualifiers for the Congress event, which happens February 11th. It's this week.
Yeah.
And then March 11th is going to be your main event. So all the other 13 or so events that you do in speech and debate.
That's very exciting. So you guys are all preparing for your each individual events coming up. Where is these qualifiers going to take place? The Congress and then the March one.
Both of them are taking place at Mesa University in Colorado. So it's going to be pretty fun.
Oh, for sure. And you guys going to go down there as a team and stay down there. That's very exciting. So coming up in just a few days, are you getting a little nervous for, I guess you have till March, right?
Yeah.
So, but that's sort of exciting. And you guys did absolutely amazing this year. Being a senior, did you feel like you took sort of a leadership role this year in helping some of the younger individuals develop their skills needed?
Yeah, I took great pride in my leadership roles. I obviously want to have a program for interpretation after I'm gone. So I'm super proud of a lot of the progress a lot of the younger members of our program have done, and they've showed a lot of growth this year.
That's super exciting. Now, Gavin, such a great event. How did your school take it when they heard that you guys had won your state championship?
The school at large or our team?
Well, both.
Our team was obviously ecstatic. Like we performed very well. It's a whole team effort too. So like every little bit counts. And we as a whole were like kind of doing the number in our head when we were waiting for awards. And once we figured it out, we were all really pumped up for it. And the school is obviously pretty excited for it as well. We haven't had like a state champion we haven't had a state champion in a long time.
Yeah.
So being able to take home that big plaque and put it in our trophy case has been a great source of pride for our program.
For sure, and it's such a good boost to morale, especially for this team for this year. I'm sure that it will grow as the years come by just due to your great performance. But Gavin, thank you so much for speaking with me today. I can't wait to see how well you do at the national qualifier, and good luck.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking with you.
Pleasure talking with you.
That's all the time that we have for this episode of The Scoreboard. If you have any story ideas, please feel free to email us at scoreboard@tv8vail.com. And as always, if you've missed any of our recent episodes, you can find them all at thescoreboardnation.com. I've been your host, Brett Ferraro, and I can't wait to see you all next time.